Day 3 in the morning, we checked the weather reports and the swell looked huge. So we called JC, the local O'Neill team rider, and he suggested we head to Allen's Beach. It could be on.
But he actually, looking at the coast from the hill, he threw out that if we were going to surf there, someone would die.
Yeah, it's pretty big out
there. And when a good surfer says it's pretty big, a 40-year-old gent like myself doesn't argue. So so we're going to Karatani.
We're on it.
Do it.
When we woke up, Kakanui was quite small.
We checked out the surf breaks. They were looking all right, you know, but we were kind of like, oh, we can do better than this. You know, we're starting to get a bit cocky by this stage.
It could be potentially really good down at Karatani, but then there's the whole sort of bird in the hands with two in the bush. But Kyle reckons that it's just a pigeon in the tussock, eh?
And Kyle, as the frother that he is, wanted to go and try and find some bigger waves.
We kind of want to get the goods today, so I think it's worth a little bit more of a mission this morning to see if we can find it.
See ya! Ka kite!
As we were driving to Karatani, we'd heard that the other team were coming from not far away, and we were starting to get stressed on time again by this point, and we knew that they were going to go to the same place as us, and we just felt that we'd just rub our noses in it if they were just wandering out of the surf, having had a good surf while we pulled up. And we were just elated when we pulled up to the beach and saw that there were surfable waves there, and actually not bad surfable waves, probably the best waves that we'd had at that point.
Who knows where they are? Quite frankly, who cares?
Drove an hour down the coast, and what do you know? The other team are there. Early risers, the geeks that they are, got there before us.
And the wind definitely surged while we were here.
As we were going out, they were coming in, and the surf had started to get messier and crazier, and I could see Mark rubbing his hands together at the top there.
It was such a pleasant surprise that the tables were turned. And we were there, we got our surf, and as we were leaving, the opposition turned up.
Really pleased, the wind's really got up, so yeah, Holt sucks.
It looks like we're ahead of them, which is a change. That was a good feeling. For the first time, for the whole trip, we felt like we were on time.
There was an element of rush in their strides, and we could definitely tell that they were taking it extremely seriously. We felt like they might have probably got the goods. Apparently, once we paddled out, the swell dropped and the wind got up and it wasn't as good, but we were having fun.
It was really scary. I actually feared for my life, especially after a BLT and a mousetrap and a milky coffee for breakfast. Rugged East Coast. I think they're doing well. They're doing well. They did snake our spot, but they got here earlier, so I suppose they can claim it.
Back to the snow. Yeah, hard life.
We headed through the pig route into central Otago and made good time to Cardrona. And for the first time on the trip, we were actually really relaxed.
There's a lot of people coming down off the mountain, and you know, it's late in the day, but I can guarantee you that none of them have been surfing this morning. I can promise you that. This is it, day 3 now. We've surfed, and now we're skiing. Perfect.
Well, Mark's team are obviously quite intent on getting the shots and, you know, really getting the best conditions and quite selfish, really, while we are giving back to the people. We decided to go to Kurau, the home of Rich McCaw, All Black captain, and also the home of Grassroots New Zealand. And we went to a ski resort I'd never even heard of.
I mean, we figured we've got two options. We can either go to something that's been done 1,000 times before, or we can go to see something which is kind of classic New Zealand adventure, which is, I guess, what this whole thing's about, you know?
Oh, thank you. We haven't even got there yet. No.
Exactly.
And we rolled up the road. Sketchy road. Oh my God, it was so dodge. Full wheel drive status, and you know, everyone's kind of sitting there white-knuckled holding on the seat.
This is the way to ski. None of these tar sealed roads like Coronet.
At Cardrona we got to ski with two Solomon team riders, Nick and Milu, who were really impressive guys.
I was so impressed with them. One, they were good lads. Two, they provided us with some wonderful footage. And the stuff that we're doing in really tricky conditions, actually, because it was quite windy up on Cardrona.
It is a very quaint, community-run, non-profit ski area, and that kind of appealed to our kind of team psyche, I suppose.
Well, they were keen on something in the order of 50 years old, and it's been run by a very enthusiastic group of clubbies who put a lot of time and effort into keeping the place going.
Aokino's, I mean, it's just classic, typical adventure New Zealand, you know? I mean, there's a container, a tractor engine driving the tow rope, people who are just so happy to meet other people. Everyone's really mellow, you know? It's the complete contrast to a commercial resort where there's 5,000 people on a Saturday. And I think there was maybe 30 people up there on like today, and that was the busiest day they'd had in years.
Day 3, we've ticked it off.
Mate, it was a good day today. We made a real good call early on.
Yeah.
That's what impressed me.
Yeah.
There was some clarity in the group.
The Cardrona Hotel is just wonderful. And we're in warm rooms, and I had a warm shower. That was priceless. And then a few beers and a nice meal.